During this year's International Conference of Police Chiefs, the current head of the FBI, Mr. Christopher Wray, he came out and he warned the police chiefs of the whole world, and particularly the ones here in the US, about this serious possibility of domestic terrorism here in America. He did mention that the war that's happening over in the Middle East right now is creating an environment which may inspire some people here in America whose internal ideology aligns with that of Hamas to wreak havoc on our own home soil. In fact, shortly after the terrorist attacks against Israel, you had cities and university campuses all across America host these large public demonstrations in support of Hamas. In terms of the terror threat that is flying under the radar, well, over the past several years now, the number of illegal border crossers has just inundated the whole country. Included among these illegal migrants are those from the Middle East, as well as those who are already on the FBI watch list.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 6. Arise, O Yahweh, in thine anger. Lift up thyself because of the rage of mine enemies, and awake for me to judge through the judgment that thou hast commanded. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 7. Verse 6. The poor man cried, and Yahweh heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of Yahweh encamped round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. O taste and see that Yahweh is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. O fear Yahweh, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Heavenly Father Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash, for allowing me to do another lesson. Yahweh is who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And there's no God beside them. I want to give double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for being faithful witnesses to the Holy Spirit, and salutations to the elect whom the Most High have given ears to hear. I want to entitle this lesson, Be Still, or something to the extent of, I actually had it queued up, Salakia. Be at peace in the knowledge that I am God. I'll probably name it that, right? Going into Psalms 46 and 10. As I played the video, the clip for you brothers, how this devil, top officials of the FBI, is putting out warnings to look out for terror attacks. And pretty much everything is set up as far as the migrants being over here in the US. All right. The situation with Hamas and Palestine, and a lot of disgruntled Palestinians. It's only a matter of time before something happens. Now we know it's all orchestrated. Nevertheless, it's going to change things for the worse in this society. known as America. All right, to where fear is already in the air. That we even saying as far as, people wearing masks. You're not sure who's who. All right, on the mainstream media, on the Fox News. So again, it's only a matter of time before this devil pulls the trigger. He has to lock this place down. He has to get everyone not thinking straight. However, as we know, as the scriptures say, the portion of Jacob is not like them. All right, there's scriptures that speak about, and what's that, Wisdom of Solomon 2, he objective our education. All right, so we can't fall into the traps. We can't fall into the fear tactics that this devil is going to push. All right, and this is where the knowledge and wisdom is going to be the stability of our times. Right? Which I'm going to grab that Psalms 46 and 10, but I'll read through, right? Because this is a beautiful chapter, especially going to the times which we're in right now. So it says, to the chief musician, let me read in the KJV. To the chief musician for the sons of Korah, a song upon Alamoth. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Right? And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has equipped us with everything we need. And we must believe in that. We must believe in the works, the prayers, the fastings, the brotherly love, all of that. We must believe in those works, knowing that, as it is also written, our works are not in vain. Right? The scriptures speak about how the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of your works and labor of love. Whereas it is high time to you would think that it would be high time to, say tuck tail. Now we out there continuously in the boldness of the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, don't forget nothing. Right? Read the stories of Samuel's kings. Right? To where generations passed and then a man got his judgment. All right? And we know that the Lord is not, the Lord is a man of balance. Is a God of balance. You can read that in Proverbs 11. So if men, after generations, after years and years, got their comeuppance, how much more those that walk with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? But as we read, it says, therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, though the mountains be carried in the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with swelling thereof. And that's what's happening on all fronts. Wars, rumors of wars, nations rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom. We're in a melting pot. And you literally have nation over in New York. You have boroughs, all right, particular streets, particular portions of boroughs, to where you have, the East Indian, the Palestinian, the Egyptian, So that's just a powder keg, as Jake say, ready to blow. All right. To the chief musician, therefore will we not fear. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in a time of need. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Right? It's already promised to the elect that they shall be saved out of all of that. All right? Which the mountains, when you go into Revelation 17, represents governments. The waters and the mountains, that represents governments. When that's cast down, all right? When these governments are cast down through World War III, which is going to bring about Yahweh Shai and nuclear missiles, All right, we shall not fear. As a matter of fact, the elect shall be singing a song of Moses, at the downfall of their enemies. And it says, another thing I would say is that we have to glory in our lost glory in our pain in this world. It tells us in Psalms 116, all right, that they love not their lives to death. Right? It says, because if you're indulging in this world, in this flesh, then there's no way that you could glory in the fact of it being destroyed. Though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof, there is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacle of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. Who is the her? Israel. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. Right? Yahweh, through Yahushai, has been helping Israel since what, the 70s? Giving them the knowledge, giving them the name, building upon their faith. All right? Hell, there's even brothers doing works. When I say doing works, doing lessons, doing camps in sign language. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. And call hello to that. Because if not, we all done. Right? But the Lord said a statement in the book of Isaiah. He said, was it Isaiah 26 and 20? Come up hither, until the indignation of the Lord be overpassed, something like that. Right? This is Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Essentially, this is speaking of the elect. Like when you go into Revelation 11, there was a voice from heaven saying, come out of her. That's Revelation 18. But there's also a one in Revelation 11 that pretty much says the same thing. It's the voice, because how the Lord is going to be talking is through those chariots. All right, where he's going to send down laser beams to the wicked. But he's going to open up the chariots for the righteous, for the elect. So where it says, come my people, enter into thy chambers, right? Where chamber is like a safe haven, a place where you rest. All right? Where you repose yourself. That's going to be in them chariots. All right? Hey man, the feeling we going to receive, but because when we get up there, our bodies are going to be changed. We shall be changed. Being received up in them chariots with the angels in Yahushua, we're going to be at complete peace, looking down upon the wicked. So it says, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. And when you go into that little moment, I think it says that in Revelations, what is that, 1 hour? Right? The Lord is going to destroy this place quick. Revelations 18 and 10, standing afar off for the fearful torment, saying, alas, alas, meaning woe, woe, or death, death, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, which is America, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Right? Revelation 18 is a beautiful one going into the judgments of Babylon. All right? So that's the little moment, as it were for a little moment All right. Most High gonna make a speedy riddance of this place until the indignation be overpassed. For behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. Right? And in the process of time, like when you go into Genesis 4, Cain slew Abel, and in the process of time, he had an answer for that. With Cain, we believe through the spirit, Cain came back through the spirit of Esau, the wicked, right? And the wicked today is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And all the atrocities he's done upon the earth, slaying utterly the children of Israel, there's going to come a day, a time that he has to answer for that. Right? Now, we don't know the exact day, but the scriptures speak of events around that day. That gives us a landmark, if you will. So back at Psalms 46 and 6, the heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Salah. Come, behold the works of Yahweh, what desolations he hath made in the earth. He maketh wars to cease until the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spear in asunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. This is in the easy English. Be quiet. Know that I am God. I will make them lift me high among the nations. I will make them lift me high in all the world. Right? And they're going to do that by lifting up Yahweh Shai. Revelation 19 speaks on that. Micah 4, which is future prophecy, speaking about how these nations are going to come and worship and give homage to the one true God of the universe, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. The Lord of everything is with us. The God of Jacob makes us safe. All right, so that word be still meaning Rapha. Or that would be Rapha. I don't know why they said Rapha. There's no Fa. So it means to sink. Sink down, let drop, be disheartened. To relax. All right? To relax, refrain from, forsake. To show oneself slack, to let go. Strong's definition, a primitive root to slacken, literally. In many applications, literally or figuratively. Abate, seize, consume, draw. Fail, faint, feeble, forsake, leave, let alone. Be still, be slothful, weaken. All right, it says Rapha. To heal, make helpful. To heal. So essentially, the Lord is saying to be of good courage. Be still, be of good courage. And know that I am God. All right? Yahweh of the whole universe. The one who told us what's to come. Because World War III is not the end thereof. The kingdom of heaven, all right, comes next. And then even that, the scriptures say how there shall be pleasures evermore. Right? So this is something we have to know. And as hopeful members of the elect, remember in Wisdom of Solomon 3, for those that do get beheaded or put to death, however may have it, remember what the scriptures say. This is Salaki. I think it's actually 4. Well, this is good too. We'll read this. Wisdom of Solomon 3:1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. Right? Why are they in peace? Because for one, they know that they died serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? And it's it afterwards. That's the pain of coming back under the so-called white man, under your enemy. That's it. That's never going to happen ever again. Right? Let's go to second Ezra 7. At 43, and keep them prayers up. Keep them prayers up for that faith. For that calm mind. Was that Damar Rakah? Second Ezra 7:43, but the day of doom shall be ended this time, and the beginning of the immortality for it to come, when corruption is past and temperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory. You see? So knowing that, you should be at peace. This is it. And then the scriptures say what? Those that die in the Lord shall rise first. All right, so I think I might stop it there, Let me read this. Psalm 16:11. Thou wilt shew me the path of life, and thy presence is fullness of joy. Right? This is why we must read. We must continue to read. Must study to show ourselves approved. At thy right hand, there are pleasures evermore. So knowing that, you should be at peace. You literally gonna, it's lucky. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Lord willing, you are edify. Shalom to the elect.